What's going on, guys? It's Clippy here. Welcome to my final video for 2015, and what a way to finish off the year than with an A-League Grand Final, the biggest game for the Phoenix in history. And hopefully we can go and, I guess, get over that final hurdle, because that is what we need to do if we are going to beat this very impressive Melbourne Victory side today. So in the build-up, which you guys didn't see, there was a lot of talk about two guys. The first one, Berisha. Now, he was the leading goal scorer in the league. I think in 27 league games, scored 20 goals. So that's absolutely incredible to have a guy who has scored that many goals for you in a season, especially a shortened season. I mean, you look at, obviously, the other leagues around Europe, and you've got, you know, roughly 35 to 38 games kind of thing. Whereas 20 goals in 27 games is a very good, it's a very good strike rate. You would definitely take that. If there's a guy who's going around doing that, as I said, you would definitely go and take that. But another guy to watch is a guy who scored a hat-trick last time around for us, and that is Adam Armstrong. He wasn't exactly starved of goals, I guess, since his January transfer move, but I guess that hat-trick really has just gone and proved, well, it's proved to me that he is a player who can score us goals. He's a guy who we're going to look to and look forward to hopefully try and pick us up, you know, an early goal, so we can go and, I guess, negate this Melbourne crowd, as that is where we are playing with the Victory. This is 1 versus 2. This is exactly what you want in a grand final. The Victory obviously finishing top of the league table in the regular season. We narrowly got snuck into second, beat Sydney in the semi-final, obviously, so we're just hoping to go one better. So, as I said also at the start of the video, last video for 2015, that's right, after this I am going to be taking probably a month-long break, I would say, just, you know, with Christmas and all that, and I just want to, I guess, spend time with everyone, which I don't think I really did last Christmas, so that's why I'm going and doing that. I am still going to possibly be doing a few live streams here and there, probably just before Christmas, and probably before, maybe even in the new year, we might be looking at doing those. So keep an eye on both my Facebook and my Twitter, because that's where I'll be, I guess, announcing those or discussing times that I could be looking at going and doing that. So looking forward to doing that. This is dangerous. Great, I was going to say great work there by Durante, but he actually causes a foul, which I thought was a wee bit rough, and that could actually be offside. So that's alright, we'll take that. It is offside, beautiful. So yeah, just going and doing that, but I am still obviously going to be around. I am heading away for about 2 weeks at the start of January, so just going and doing that, and then when I come back, just, I guess, getting myself back into the rhythm. Here's Armstrong, the man we were talking about, who scored that hat-trick last time around. He's got that early goal for us in the 30th minute, and just like that, the Phoenix have capitalised on a Victory era and have gone up 1-0. So what a goal that is. Yellow Fever over there in the corner, you can't keep them quiet. The Victory fans will be looking to try and ship them away, but no, they are here. The Yellow Fever are here. They're here to stay, and that is an absolutely beautiful goal. Absolutely beautiful. I think the Victory played, I think, Wednesday night, a Wednesday night game, which was really weird, against Perth, and I think that was due to the fact that the two met in the FFA Cup final and they had to reschedule one of their league games. So, but yeah, when I was reading, I was like, a Wednesday game? That's really strange. That's a great ball. Great ball out to Armstrong. He has won the foul, and there could be further repercussions here for the Victory player. If this was a red card, that is really going to go, no, just a yellow. I was going to say, that would really go and put pressure on the Victory side heading in to the second half. We're almost at the start of the second half. Who's going to be my free kick taker? Free kick at Curry 69, curve 70. McGlinchey's not bad. Good power. Sarpong doesn't have power, but from this situation here, you're not really going for power. You're just trying to get it up over the wall. And if you can do that, you can almost bang one in, which we almost did, off the top netting. So Sarpong won't be too disappointed with that. I wouldn't be, you know, obviously going, now we are at the end of the season, this is the final game, I guess, of the first season with the Knicks. I wouldn't be, say, I was disappointed with Sarpong. I probably did expect a little bit more, but, you know, he has obviously produced when needed. Armstrong is just tearing it apart here today. He is causing Del Pierre and whoever the other centre-back is, I'm not quite too sure, a lot of problems, which is a good sign for us. He's running rings around them. There's another shot that's on target. That one's straight at Danny Vukovic, though, so a pretty easy save for him there. And I've actually got another topic that I'm going to discuss heading into the second half as well, that I guess has to do with the Knicks and their future in the league. Obviously, when I first started this series, there was a lot of talk about the Knicks potentially being kicked out of the league and all that stuff. So I will get into that in the second half. But the Phoenix, there we go, head into the sheds up 1 to the good, just like that. So that is a great start. That's a perfect start that we wanted. But yeah, actually saw an article on Facebook. I think one of my friends posted it, and it was to do with 4 teams. Actually, sorry, I didn't actually read the article. I just saw the article. But 4 teams in the A-League apparently haven't been paying their players for playing. And obviously, these guys are professionals, so they do require payment of some sort, we'll say. We won't get into that in too much detail, but apparently there are 4 clubs, and I don't know the clubs that were named, but there are 4 clubs who haven't been paying their players. And, you know, a lot of people, this caused a lot of uproar from what I could see, just amongst the people who did comment on it on the Facebook link. And that was like, why kick the Phoenix out, who are a team who, you know, financially are pretty sound. You know, they're getting it done. Players are getting paid. The crowds aren't too bad. You know, they're obviously not as big as I've gone over before. Obviously, the Melbourne clubs, the Sydney clubs, or even the Brisbane club. But, you know, they're still decent, still getting it done. That's a poor throw. Luckily, we win back possession just like that. And there is a quick wee counter-attack on, possibly down the other end if we could have released someone, but we couldn't quite get there. Riera's gone quite forward. Normally, we don't see this from him. Normally a very defensive player, but he's managed to get it into a good position. But, yeah, a lot of people are saying, you know, why are the Phoenix getting punished when they go and do this? They, sorry, I honestly thought that was a penalty. I didn't know what it was going to be for. But the Phoenix, obviously, yeah, pay their players. The club isn't running at a loss. You know, financially, they're sound. And then there's like 4 teams in the A-League who aren't paying, you know, they're not paying their players and they're not running financially sound. So it just doesn't make too much sense. And I think the FFA have they've kind of, I guess, probably, I wouldn't say come to their senses a little bit, because I'm not too sure what is happening with the Phoenix saga, whether what's happening with the extension. I know, I think they have said that they are going to give the Phoenix a 4-year contract extension, or license extension, we shall say, to be in the league. And as I said earlier, a lot of people thought this was because it would give them time to obviously, I guess, build and mould another A-League club in another position, get obviously a stadium ready, get a fan base built up, etc., etc. But I think, you know, with the way things have been going, and obviously how the Phoenix have been going on the pitch and off the pitch this year, obviously, since the meeting with the FFA, there have been a lot of things that have improved. Obviously, the fan numbers are up, which was one of the major talking points. So, you know, hopefully it does signal that they will be staying in the league. Armstrong, again, he hasn't been as troubling this half as he was in the first half, but hopefully he can continue to excel. Sarpong could put the nail in the coffin, but a good block there. I'm not too sure who that was by, but he does win it back. In an outstanding position, an outstanding save by Danny Vukovic to keep it at 1-0. So yeah, that's obviously a thing. I probably went off quite on a bit of a tangent there than I probably would have liked to. It was only a topic I was going to discuss, not in much detail, but obviously we've just gone on and rambled on almost for the whole second half. And that sometimes is what happens when you go off on a little tangent and start talking, I guess, you know, about a certain subject. It obviously brings together your thoughts and your theories, and I guess that's one of the things. I've just gone off on another completely different tangent here, but this is another thing that, you know, I do like about YouTube. Obviously, I create my content, and you guys can comment on the content and discuss the content, obviously the ideas and stuff like that I do talk about in the videos, and that's what I like, because everyone is entitled to their opinion, and everybody does have their own opinion, and that's, you know, that's quite cool, and it is nice, you know, sometimes I'll go and just look at things from one perspective, but then someone else will bring up, you know, another perspective, and it's just, oh my god. Bring up another perspective like that. How the hell did that go in? Is that an own goal from Moss? Moss, 0 goals in the league. Well, I don't blame him for having 0 goals in the league. I think his opposite number, Danny Vukovic, once upon a time did play for the Phoenix. And I think he also may have a goal for them. He may be one of the only keepers in the league who has actually scored a goal. I think he scored from a penalty. It may have been against Perth. It could be someone else, but I'm pretty sure it's Danny Vukovic. But anyway, that own goal from Moss has basically derailed the Phoenix a little bit. We were dominating that entire game. Armstrong does have a chance here to win it in regulation time, and he does. What an absolute superstar this kid is. What a signing in January he was. Tucks that one away with his weak foot in the bottom corner. And what a result. Riera getting forward. As I said, he doesn't often do that, but wins possession, plays Armstrong through. He picks up his 9th goal since signing in January. The Knicks have scored all 3 goals in this game, but we only find them up 2-1, and that is going to be enough to see the Yellow Fever going absolutely crazy. Armstrong's going crazy. He can't believe it, and it's going to see the Phoenix lift the A-League trophy. What incredible scenes here. Just ear punches, the chainsaws, and just the works. Unbelievable scenes. I just cannot believe it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you again for everyone who watched, liked, subscribed, commented, you know, all that stuff on all my videos throughout this year. I do have a wee thank you video that I am making up that I am going to release tomorrow at normal time, so 7 o'clock, so that will be coming your guys' way. That, again, is just to say thank you to everyone, just in a little bit more detail, I guess, and go a bit more in-depth about all that stuff. But I do hope you've enjoyed this video, enjoyed this series so far. It's definitely going to be making a return for 2016. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter as well. Links to that can be found down below in the description. As I said, hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We've got that 2015 thank you video. Durante raises the toilet seat, as me and my mates call it, but a trophy for the Knicks. Absolutely incredible scenes. Make sure you don't miss that video tomorrow. If you don't see it, again, thank you so much for all your love and support. I hope you have a good Christmas and a safe and happy New Year, and we will see you in 2016.